guys, come cook with me today. So today we're going to be making some lemon pepper chicken thighs in the oven at 400 degrees for 45 minutes. And while that is cooking, we're going to be also cooking some pasta. I bought this pasta at H-E-B and I thought it was pretty cool because it's like coily. My kids will love that, especially my little one. But let's not forget that I am also going to be making the pasta with homemade Alfredo sauce and spinach. Stay tuned. Come on. So you're gonna need a bowl, and in your bowl you're gonna add some olive oil. These are the ingredients that we're gonna add: olive oil, lemon pepper, garlic powder, and red crushed peppers. However much you desire, we're gonna be marinating our chicken in here once it's thawed out. Now, once all of your ingredients are in there, give it a good mix. And you don't really need that much because you're just kind of coating all of them. So just mix it well so everything incorporates together. Just like so. Now remember, once you're putting the lemon pepper in here, remember it comes with salt. So don't overdo it. Throw in a little bit by little. Taste it for your liking and then go forward if you need some more. Now to our mixture, we're gonna add a lemon. Go ahead and add it all in there and mix it again. Okay, and as you can see, don't worry so much about measurements on your seasonings. They are kind of coated already, and as you can see, I have at least like 6-7 thighs here with the skin, and I leave the skin because it releases more juices and the flavor comes out better. But as you can see, there's still some seasoning down there. So you're perfectly fine with that. So make sure they all get coated really good, rubbing between the skins really good. And then we're gonna set them into our pan and then into the oven. And you should already have your oven preheated at 400 Fahrenheit. Okay guys, so here they are, and I was wrong, there's 9 of them. So see, they all came out evenly coated and perfect. So now we're gonna stick them for 45 minutes in your oven, and then the last maybe 10 minutes or 5 minutes, put them on broil so they can get all nice and crispy from the top. And while your chicken is cooking, we're going to start the pasta. Okay, so for our pasta, we're gonna be using a deep pan with some water, and we're gonna let this boil. But first, you're gonna add a dash of olive oil so our pasta don't stick to each other. And some salt, of course, so it comes out nice in flavor and you won't need to use any more salts. Let it boil and then throw in your pasta. And I'm only going to be using half of my pasta. Now let me show you something while my water is boiling. It was really interesting and I loved it. I love this pasta. Can y'all see? It is so cute. And it's only going to take you 12 minutes to cook it. Don't overcook it. You don't want it overcooked and it's breaking everywhere. Once your water is boiling, add your pasta. And then we let it cook for 12 minutes. Now, these are the items that you're going to need for your Alfredo sauce. You're going to need half an onion, garlic, Parm cheese, shredded already if you have it. If not, you can shred it yourself. And heavy whipped cream. And of course, a pan and heat it up at medium heat, and then we're going to start frying the onion and the garlic. Now there's 18 minutes left on the chicken. Let's open it up, pull them out, and check them. And then, okay, so far this is how they're cooking, and as you see, they have plenty of juice. Now we're going to remove some of that juice and transfer it to our pan that we're going to fry everything in. Just to give it that flavor, you won't need to add no seasonings because that's going to be enough seasoning as of right now until you give it a taste. So just like so, and now we're going to start frying this. And now we're going to put our chicken back. As you see, I still left some juice there, but I also coated the top ones with the leftover juice. And then we're going to stick it back in the oven for the remaining 15 minutes. Okay, now we're checking our pasta. It still needs a couple more minutes. After that, we're going to drain it. And then we're going to finish with our sauce, and then we'll throw them in there. Okay, once everything has cooked and your onions look glazy, now we are going to add your heavy whipped cream. like so. Incorporate it all in there. Let it come to a boil, and then we're gonna add our Parm cheese. And as you see, you did not need to add no olive oil or nothing because you were using the juice from the chicken, and the chicken had already some olive oil in it. Now, give it a little taste once it boils. Give it a little taste and see if you like it on salt-wise. If not, add your cheese. Then give it another taste and then add more spices if needed. And as you can see, my pasta is ready. I drained it and I added cold water so that way it doesn't keep cooking. Now that it has come to a boil, turn it down and add your Parm cheese. However much you want, however less you want, it just depends on your preference. Gonna add that much, and then I'm gonna mix it and let it melt. Remember, give it a taste test after it's done. To me, it's perfect. Now that we've lowered it at really low heat, we're gonna add our spinach. I added a little bit more Parm on top. We're just gonna let this come to a boil, and then you're gonna turn it off and add your pasta, and our sauce is gonna be ready. And there you have your pasta. Tell me that don't look good. Now you can top it off with a little bit more Parm cheese just for decor, or as soon as you serve it, you're gonna add your piece of meat, your chicken, meat, whatever it is that you cooked. In this case, we cooked our chicken. You're gonna add some pasta, and then you're gonna add your chicken on top. And man, oh man, enjoy. Now for the remaining 4 minutes, 5 minutes that you have on your timer, flip your chicken over just so that way it gets a little crispy on top. Once the timer's out, stop it, turn off your oven, flip them back over, and there you go. Okay guys, and here is the chicken done, and it's flipped over. Now we're gonna flip it to its original side. There it is. See the difference? It's all nice and juicy still because there's plenty of juice in there. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, follow, and leave a comment.